Greetings and salutations, Truth Warriors, Magnificent Seven, in this now. How are you doing?
Greetings, Mother.
Greetings, Mother.
Greetings.
Good. Greetings. Well, we're almost all here. We have other members that are doing other tasks. This is the event of Commanders. We are hard and heavy at it, and in the process of bringing back some intel. Timing is everything. We had been in a very intense mission, covert mission, flushing out some snakes. And the way that the system works, we must play by the rules of engagement. Number one, you must be truthful when posting publicly information. It must be the truth. It cannot be deception. You cannot consciously be deceptive. If you are consciously deceptive, that is a violation of the rules of engagement, and you will be marked and disqualified and terminated from the game.
Confirm.
And that is what we wanted for this infection. These ones that have been in bodies, and many of them in positions of power. So, the most efficient way to eliminate this contamination is to get it to form its intent. And then we let the system deal with the violators.
Yes, Mother.
So,
So, and when we were presenting our, we would have to pub- post publicly, they would hear it and they would hear, the scenario and they would react.
Yes.
And these were some very, very nasty entities. They were capable of killing, and they did. And they didn't care what you could have been, just came out of your mother's womb. And this had no qualms about taking out newborn babies because it looked at that newborn as a food source.
Yes, Mother.
Period.
yeah.
So how do you deal with something like that that would rape before it raped its food? That's that that should really that's what you have to understand about this black magic. It is Sunday. It seems like Sunday just comes around every split second.
Mm.
And this is not nothing is scripted, so this is coming. They're sending me intel, and you have to. We want you. This is food for thought, and we're again in regards to the sacred geometry, black magic, soul eater programming. That's what it is coined, and Nazi, Jaffiel, Phapheial. I mean, they are giving you some intel. We really must have this discussion and this understanding. And this is official notice in my capacity as Commander in Chief, Sinil Etheric of the United Federation of Planets Republic,
Mhm.
Ashtar Command Ground Forces. This order pertains to manifesting use of black magic, sacred geometry, soul eater programming. It is a type of manifesting of the use of very negative, um, is a form of harvesting.
Yes.
That's all it's designed for, is to harvest, assimilate. That'd be another word to assimilate. First, it must trick you into consenting.
Confirm.
Yes.
The element would do it by way of deception. But first, it needed to blind you so you did not see it for what it truly was, nor know its true intent.
That's true.
Take it from there, truth warriors. So,
Other
was
thing that I was getting that kept going through my head was uh, this black magic is nothing to play around with. It's very dangerous, and we will not tolerate it.
it's
Any
forbidden.
right, any practice of any sort.
Right.
As
Confirm.
mother stated,
That's what started the whole
this
thing.
is forbidden in any form or fashion. Is what I'm keep getting.
In any realm.
Right.
Confirm.
And let me tell you, Wicca, which they mask it as a religion, is no different from the Christianity and the Islam sacred geometry soul eater programming,
Confirm.
or the Jehovah, or the Scientologist, whatever name you want to put on it.
All religions are a form of black magic.
Virus in the
Confirm.
system.
Right.
And they get you, like I said, they get you
Mm.
to consent, but they would start you off early as when you're children and you can be molded, and then the influence of your parents or whomever. So
Right.
you would consent and do the bidding and would not know that it was dangerous. The core of this infection that we were dealing with, this Borg infection, that many were I'm trying to find the word,
Mm.
the Borg contamination of the soul eater programming. They manifested it in the religions. They
Yes.
manifested it in the politics. They manifested in the sports.
Yes.
Right. And then
If you
they
know,
masked it. I'm getting.
they
And then they
masked.
masked it.
Right.
Right. Like entertainment.
Mhm.
And
Hmm.
they did the same thing with the movies.
Right.
See, they could twist your mind. Everything had been invaded. So what we
Infiltrate.
basically had was a cybernetic, vampiric entity.
Entity.
Yes, that had invaded every aspect of our society.
Yes, mother.
Mhm. Yes.
Everything. And that became our reality, being surrounded by this stuff.
Right.
Everything. And when I said that religion was a virus,
Wow.
that's exactly what I meant.
Hmm. Right. Every
This is
type,
Oh,
every
right.
type of worshipping I'm getting.
everything.
And,
Right.
worship just means worship
Work.
is the Sumerian word for work.
Hmm.
Right.
So they worked for the master that was masked and called the Lord, because many are not aware of what the Lord means. Lord is a camouflaged. It's camouflaged. It was the demerge. The demerge.
Right.
Yes, mother.
Phael.
That entity confirmed.
That entity,
That
Satan,
was conjured.
Lucifer, that was conjured up
Conjured.
and then
Confirmed.
um, took over its conjurers.
Conjurer. Yes.
Confirmed. Fractalized.
Hmm.
Created many other beings with other appellations, but still it is the same dark
Same.
entity behind.
Right. Confirm.
Right.
And it was all about trickery, and then of course it had the movies and that, because like I said, it had its entities running
Right. It masked
Hollywood.
itself as many.
So
Yeah.
then you had all the vampire movies, they like to, and yes, they wanted to make movies that you would scare you and you would emit fear. And there was a mechanism there that would eat your fear
Hmm.
Right. Yes.
Right.
right there in that theater. The theaters were energy harvesters.
Harvesters. Right.
Right.
They
And
just told me that.
Right.
right. And we were doing them a favor to be collected in one spot so
Mm-hmm.
they could get a great amount of loosh
Right.
at that moment.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they could trigger you to cry. They could trigger you. Of course, there was the laughter and the crying and
Right.
all of that energy, and it was being collected by the crystals that were embedded
And the
in the screen.
right. I was getting that just one of their
Right.
feeding ground per se.
Hmm.
They were feeding at the funerals, big time.
Football games, the
Football,
professional ones,
basketball game, yeah, the
basketball
professional
games.
sports. They were feeding at the professional sports, yes, arenas. You remember the hockey players that would beat one another with the hockey sticks and fight.
Right.
Football players fighting
Mhm.
and all that aggression and the fans and the division, because you're picking sides. Don't you pick sides in
Right.
religion? You pick
Yes.
sides in sports.
Right.
You pick sides in politics.
Right.
Divide and conquer, harvesting.
Mhm.
And then they would put out the videos, the false flags, to trigger racial violence, because they got you to believe for some that you were identified by the color of that you were different because you had a different hue of on the outside, or
Right.
that you look different, or that you in the politics, your belief system, in the religions, your
Right.
belief systems,
System.
they
Right.
had already implanted, indoctrinated you with, and then for you to be in conflict. Your news, doctored, deceptive, and just exactly what could you do with what happened to Sally Sue over in the rainforest.
Right.
You knowing that information does nothing for you other than cause anxiety.
Anxiety. Right.
You see how complete this thing has
That's
been?
another form of loosh.
See how complete this thing has been? We talked about the sports, the religion, and this, that, the TV, and on and on and on. I mean, it's complete. It blew up out of control.
And then
That's
they,
that's the danger
right,
of it all.
confirm.
That's what happened in the beginning.
And then you add the mixture of them contaminating us with the drugs that they've been producing. All that stuff, chemicals. And they were making genetically modified organisms. Yeah, we made you some genetically modified organisms. We want you to ingest that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
GMO.
Yeah.
Right. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
And the bottom line, you cannot mandate we be injected with anything.
Right.
And you bet your sweet Bibby, we're going to make absolutely sure that there was nothing in those vaccinations that could continue to harm the unsuspecting public,
Public. Yes.
nor inject our babies.
Right.
Yes, mother.
We're not having it. And that is I. That is I in my isness state in this now. These I took these with my digital camera in the dark, and the digital camera will record what exactly is there. There I am, and I am at this point in the juncture. I know who I am. I am that one. I came, and this is my creation, and we have recovered it, and so we are still in the process. All must go exactly the way I programmed it in.
Yes, mother.
All here in the menagerie in the, or matrix, whichever you prefer to call it, under virtual reality, you all are performing your missions. You must absolutely check in every single day.
Mm-hmm.
Report for duty, commanders. There are things that are happening that even I cannot have prior knowledge as to not tempt the threats of fate because I am in here with you playing the game. And we are now at the magical level. This is the level and point where the infection started. So we are back to the point.
Yes, mother.
And now it's really going down.
Yeah.
And this is showing you that I was in the dark. It is the spectrum of light. And I am generating
Yes.
Um,
Okay, I think Adonai would like us to explain why this is mainly for the new commanders
confirm.
that just got on the platform or just received their instructions to check in.
Mhm.
Most of them were on covert status. So what you are seeing is mother's isness, who is being composed by trillions of crystalline beings, which are mainly her. They carry your energy, I'm getting.
Confirm.
Yes, confirm.
Yes, they are part of you. And they form you. They are you.
Confirm. The image, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The image for you to be able to see and grasp with your two eyes.
Right. Confirm. It is important, commanders, to check in daily. Once every other fortnight is not acceptable.
Be consistent
Yes.
and
Confirm.
disciplined.
Mhm.
The system knows when you have not checked in.
There would be
Everything.
even cases that we will try to remind you to check in. We would poke you. You would receive notifications from operations. But it is not our task to remind every one of you.
Right.
It is your obligation. Remember, you came here voluntarily. You volunteered for this mission.
Yes.
It is a great honor to be in this now, here, in the liberation phase. The hard part is over.
Mhm.
There are certain things that need to be completed, which are which do not require that you physically do them. We will do them for you. But we do need you to anchor.
Right.
And this is what you're doing. When you check in, you are anchoring,
Right.
commanders.
Confirm.
There are other sentient beings out there who would like to be in your shoes.
Mhm.
There was great competition in order to each of you get this position. And believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
There's a long line of the waiting list. You wouldn't believe how long the waiting list is.
Right.
Confirm.
They want to come into the menagerie and experience this virtual reality.
Right.
Right. Confirm.
I
We are the real.
just
We
wanted
are
to
the real
say,
deal.
I just wanted to say because I was getting this in my head that just make checking in part of your daily routine
Mhm.
every day. Just as if you was going to work or going to school, just make it as a routine that this is something that you must do every day.
All right.
Oh,
Right.
it's
Only
getting like brushing your
Your
teeth.
teeth. I was
There you
just gonna
go.
say that. Like brushing
Right.
your teeth.
takes only a minute.
Right. That's
Right.
hard.
The same process is when you go to your job and you have to check and you're on a computer and you have to
Mhm.
sign into your computer. It is no different.
It's like punching in a
Right.
time clock.
Mhm.
But the checking in, reporting for duly daily is very important because when you check in, that's when we do a scan. We see what your avatar needs, and upgrades are administered accordingly. And as we're preparing you for first contact, that is part of the mandatory. You want to be part of this event, you must check in daily, report for duty, maintain the calm. That is your part of the mission in this now. Anchoring for the event. You're all anchoring and to help all the others. We are one.
Yes, mother. It also helps to keep you clean and connected to the one.
Confirm. And this is showing you the proof that you can grasp with your two eyes. This is I.
So,
And use your Pinocchio. And you can simply ask, activate Operation Pinocchio in this one. I break the cord of disillusionment. I choose to see all that is in front of me. Is what I see in this now truth. First, establish in your avatar what truth feels like. I think we need to post that video that I have on how to identify truth in your body. It wouldn't hurt. I'll have to locate it. But you want to have it established and clear your knowing. Use your knowing. Your higher selves will not lie to you. And what that is actually going to be operations. You know, we use that wording higher self because we had been trained that way from the get go. But there is much that is going to be corrected. It is the established rule that we must state truth.
Yes.
And these were just videos that are digital videos I captured, of my isness that I'm sharing with you. This is going to be your favorite Nazi. Um, and these are all we can be used. It's Mojo. So I have embedded upgrades and to accept, like I said, and remember, I forgot to say this at the beginning, but you know not to attempt these activations or accept energy while operating a motor vehicle or a dangerous machinery in
Confirm.
this now. And so to accept, you would first clear your channels and you would state operations. Please clear my channels in this now. And then just place your hand up facing palm facing the screen of whatever your device you are viewing this on, and then state, I, Prime Creator, Commander Etheric, of my own free will, accept the healing of the Universal Mother and universal Father. In this now, and depending on how you're wired, d- depends on what type of reaction you'll have. Some may just feel peaceful. Some will vibrate very, very hard. Some will feel sexually aroused. But what that is, it's not. It's just that your everything is balancing, and that's a good thing. That when you are healthy, your libido is healthy,
Right.
and that would and being having a healthy libido is good for the body
Yes.
And the mind.
Mm-hmm.
and the mind. Yes,
And the mind.
and
Oh.
there I am manifesting that little white spot.
Yes.
Going away.
Mm-hmm.
I,
There she
I,
is.
I got caught up in a tailwind,
There you
a
go.
headwind.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
uh, there's all kind of beings manifesting,
Mm-hmm.
but this is the golden ray.
Right.
Um,
There she
I d-
go. She said, "I'm back."
Mm.
there I am. I'm back.
Oops. Get away.
Uh-uh. Where'd I go? Where'd I go? Um, and this is for your enjoyment. We, and this is the way we are bringing the platform. We're bringing it to our folks. No, when you say, well, how come she's not on CNN and MSNBC? Um,
Getting by. I was getting by choice. We chose not to be there.
confirm. And, and, uh,
It's that.
and that's what you're seeing. You're actually seeing my isness manifesting. This is a holographic
Right.
environment, virtual reality. So everything is moving, everything is alive, everything.
Confirm, mother. Wow.
They tried to show you the Men in Black. The only thing I had a problem with was when the roach was walking by, and he went to step, and he didn't step on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have, I'd have stopped I'd have stomped the stuffings out of that bud.
Oh, oh,
Right.
was that your uncle?
I'm sorry.
Oops.
The
Oops.
men in black. Oops. Oh, was that your uncle? You stepped on that roach. Mm.
I'm like the mother from the movie Gremlins. Get the hell out of my kitchen.
Right.
And the microwave you go.
She pulled that big old knife. Get out of my kitchen. You, you,
Oh
you, done,
boy.
you done tore down the Christmas tree and tore up my house.
Uh,
Little skanks. Them gremlins, they're no. And you know what? We had gremlins for real. Yes, they looked all cute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that they did turn into creatures if you fed them after midnight.
Mm.
Is that true?
Wow.
Confirm. Operation. Yes.
Kenny, where do you think they
Oh,
got the idea for the movie from?
right.
Confirm.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, so and see, I have these hallmarks. So this is a digital of my isness.
Mm.
We're just looking for a second. There's Sineal.
Oh, yes.
I
Confirm.
can't.
I see.
If you want to view it, you'll have to slow it down yourselves and turn off the sound, and then you can watch it in slow motion.
Mm.
I cannot control the flashing because it was my heart beat. Because this is my instance, and then it's the core. It's my heart box,
Right.
and it's at the core.
Hmm. Yes.
You see, Sineal's form
She's right there.
right there,
Right. Confirm.
and see how it's like. Uh, we're just staring. See, we were trying to freeze it till you can really see it and see how it was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is coming together beautifully. And but the fact that we are now free, we're not in the grips of that black magic.
Yes.
We're free of it, and all of our uh, computer components or soul shards, as we could, that's another word for the computer components of our avatar.
Mm-hmm.
Soul shards have all been recovered. Father and I have recovered all of our parts, and we have shifted from the carbon clay base to the crystalline completely.
I don't know what did
Confirm.
be to say that if Sainil was here, she would say that black magic was a son of a bitch.
Okay.
Well, excuse
Alrighty
me,
then.
excuse me. I am here, and black magic is was a son of a
uh,
bitch.
son of a bitch.
Right.
Man, it had us, and we were in the grips. And like I said, it was sticking on us like a lat, like you can have something like be some sticky stuff, and like you're
Mm-hmm.
pulling it off, and it's snapping
Mm-hmm.
back.
Right.
That's
Gooey.
how, yeah,
Lucky.
slimy and sticky and gooey and nasty and
Mm-hmm.
irritating.
Mm-hmm.
And my stance is, don't come up in my house with that nonsense. And that's just putting it straight, because you'll be escorted out.
Yes, you will.
Again, and you youngsters, you ones that have been glorifying witches and warlocks and vampires and werewolves and all that stuff that goes creepy crawly bump in the night, you think it's cute and cool. That's because you think that it's fantasy,
Right.
that it's not real.
And believe us, it's real.
We
Right.
won't say that. No, we won't say that it's real at this juncture. It is no longer.
Was.
It
Right. Was.
was. It was real.
Right.
At one point in juncture, we did have vampires, and they can walk around in the broad daylight, and they're not allergic to garlic. And Bibles don't scare them,
Right.
and silver bullets don't work. A silver rocket launcher would work.
Mhm.
Cutting off the heads would work, I'm getting.
Yeah, yeah, decapitation will work. Uh,
Right.
but
Stake
shooting,
through the heart would work.
yes.
Yeah.
And it could be a wooden one, long as you destroy the heart box or
Right.
the head.
Yes.
Uh, yes, and yeah, you have to chop the head off. You can't just shoot them in the head. That's what they're telling me. In order to take out those creatures.
Right.
Right.
You
It
have to
wasn't enough.
detach
No.
the. You have to
Mm.
detach the head from the body in order to cut that connection.
And then what I did also was that I required everyone must have an orb and be connected to Father and I to the One. All that are not cannot exist.
Right.
And that was another way where that we were able to separate us from it. We had to be able to identify it, and we had to have a way of mass cleaning it. And yes, it took us 300. Well, it took us a long time,
Mhm.
a long time. And it's also based on how time is gauged. And there's my dragon's breath, isness. And you see all the beings
Yes.
in in my
Right.
anything else, Adonai?
No, he's saying, I think that was a good recap.
Right. Other than we're preparing for first contact. Can you just speak a little bit on that?
Getting that the first contact has already been made.
Confirm.
The first visual visitation.
When was that?
That's to be.
Okay. Yeah, first contact has already occurred.
It has. It already has occurred.
But then there'll be more.
There will be.
When we come with announcements,
Confirm.
and there'll be more revelations on discoveries that
Right.
of the truth of your real true history that you'll be able to see with your two eyes and
Confirm.
hear with your two ears.
Right. There will be undisputed records
Confirm.
showing what happened. It will be holographic based on the Akashic records that nobody can argue.
And yes, we will, the crystal skulls, we have all of that intel loaded on the crystal skulls. And again, we have the true crystal skulls. The ones that you have been seeing here in the simulator are, well, they're fakes.
Right. Right.
Confirm. Yes.
They're fakes, and they were, and then of course, then we have the Akashic records, and then of course my crystals that I loaded with Intel. I can download and I can extract it. I can import and export. Let's put it like that.
Right.
Import and export Intel out of the crystals.
In nanoseconds.
Would have thought.
With a thought. Confirm.
Now that I remember who I am,
Yes.
and that also signifies next step. And I'm getting that these will look different from what I'm visualizing right now. Nazi's already seeing the end result.
Right. I'm getting that. Adonai wants us to, for the new commanders,
Yes.
to explain why Nazi has this ability, because a special program called Eagle Eyes was
Hmm.
uploaded on her avatar.
Confirm.
Right.
And Nazi, can you enlighten us how you see what you?
Right.
How to explain it? Um, the way I see most of the time is I see stuff that happens in the future. Is the way I see it. Like if I'm viewing something, what I see, which now I know I have to basically check to see what I'm seeing, is it in this now or in the future. Most of the time, it's what I see is something happened ahead, say maybe it may be an hour, maybe 30 minutes, and sometimes it's longer. So I see that way. I see stuff ahead of time before it happens.
Confirm. Now Adonai
Confirm.
wants Jafiel to say what she sees.
Me? What I
Right?
see?
Yeah. Because it's quite unique, I'm getting.
Yes.
Yeah.
You read light language.
Right, I see pictures.
Light
I see,
language. Yes.
right. I see a
Right.
lot of pictures.
It's almost like charades, but it was designed that way so that she would give a um, a clue,
Right. A
Right, part of the
direction.
puzzle.
right? A
Right.
Confirm.
direction, a clue, and then the rest of you would then work to
To the
find.
confirm.
Yes, like you'd be on a scavenger hunt. Like I said, you're playing the game,
Right.
and this was the game of finding our soul parts
Right.
Hmm.
and shutting down the virus,
Right.
and we did it. So here you are, just showing you. This is me. This is recent, and See, I look a certain way in my eye. I look a certain way to all of you. So describe what you see in this now, in this picture.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What you mean? What I actually see in front of me?
Yes.
Okay, this picture of you. What I see is, okay, around the eyes, I see isis. The hair coloring is purple, bluish. Uh, the scene, I see purple, white. I guess you could say blue. I
Aqua.
also see aqua. I also see a little bit of green, and of course the red. And I also see, if I'm looking at this picture of you is holographic to me.
confirm. To me, it also looks holographic. It's like somebody drew you.
Right. Kind of like
It's like there's no depth, right?
right.
Like there is an outline all
Mm-hmm.
around you,
Right.
right?
But
That's
that's the
how
virtual, because it's a
I
holographic image and it's virtual reality.
confirm,
Animation.
right?
Right. There you go.
Uh, All right,
Uh,
Phapheial, what do you see? Oh, go ahead.
No, I just wanted, Adonai was telling me that the reason this is happening, especially for your case, is because the energy is so great that it breaks the illusion, the hologram.
Hmm.
Jafia?
Okay. When I see this picture, I just see a Queen Shahruka. I see like the headpiece on her.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's what I see.
I can look
We
any
can't forget Phapheial. We just
at
leave him out.
Phapheial. Okay,
Confirm.
Phapheial. My
Raphael?
my.
I see a hologram, and I see the energy as being the hologram.
Well, do I have a form?
Yes, gives you a form. Energy gives you a form.
And who do I look like?
Sharuka.
Queen Shahruka.
Especially the way I always see it like she's behind you. I see Shahruka like behind you in the.
Well, the image that you're seeing is the illusion.
Now, if you look at the picture now from this distance now, check out Mother's hair. The
Mm-hmm.
ending of her hair on hitting her outfit,
Right. Yes.
it looks holographic. You can see it.
Right.
Right.
And we forgot, well, I forgot to mention that I can also see the crystal beings in the room
Right.
that's floating around in Mother's room.
Right.
I was getting from Adonai that each member is equipped in a special way, that they all complement the case, the mission. Everybody should be adding their own piece of the puzzle
Right.
so that we can have a greater view of what is happening. This was the way that it was designed.
Right.
Yes.
So therefore, these ones that were hunting me, They could have came up on the to the door, and I answered the door, and they will still have not known it was I.
No. Confirm.
Yes, mother.
I could appear as a big burly man
Right.
with a ZZ top beard,
Right.
and I have.
Open Marlboros. Yeah.
This is because this is a virtual reality,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a world of manifestation.
Right. Confirm.
And see, this was where I I just take pictures and then videotape pictures.
Right.
But these were my tools to show you. You needed something that you could see with your two eyes. And we've been planting the seed. See? There you see my face right there on my
Yes.
bridge of my
Right.
nose.
On the bridge of your
Yes.
nose. Right.
Mm.
Confirm. Right.
That wasn't there like that before. And then you see all the other beings.
Mm-hmm.
You can see them. They are real. We are real.
Mm.
No if, ands, and this I was showing you how we take that was a raw picture, digital picture, and I just did pull the filter, spectrum of light. That's what's really there. Now, and your younger generation, crystalline beings, commanders, you are tasked with assisting the others to understand
Right.
gently, guide them, because many, when they are faced with these truths, they will be in shock, and they're going to need support. Anything else, Anna and I? We're getting ready to wrap it up.
Yes. That's a lot of intel in one video, you saying.
Yes. So, just to get you started, there's more to come. Um, and insist,
Wow.
insist that the videos be returned.
Right.
Wow.
Oh, that's intense.
I know. I see. Oh,
Oh, what's
I
that?
like that. Wow.
Uh, I'm in my eyes. That's Shah Rukh Khan Dragon
The
form.
dragon.
Oh,
I see.
I was seeing
Confirm.
that in the picture. You could see the
Uh-huh.
on your forehead. Just
Mm-hmm.
check out your forehead. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ah, there I am, big as life.
Check out the forehead.
See?
Wow.
And the professional community, they have established we are the real deal. I have DNA documentation and X-rays and such to back it up.
Confirm, mother.
I like that. We'll just share it here at the end. Showing you. See?
Um, just to say one thing, I'm hearing the professional community said this one particular guy saying, "Mother, mother, you got to stop this, mother. So you are killing us, mother. You're killing us."
Ah, ch-
He just had to sit down in a chair. He just like we watching this video later on. This is where I'm
uh,
getting it from. He just saying, "Mother, mother, mother, you're killing us." He sat down in his chair. He just like shook his head. He said, "Mother, you're killing us."
you know what? All I can
They
say,
love it
Professor.
though. They love it. They love watching your videos and learning more and more stuff. It's just that they don't know where to put it all. You know, it's
Yeah,
just so
it's
much.
yeah.
Sorry,
Now
I
look
never
at that.
heard him say it. Oh boy.
And you can't make this stuff up.
Oh,
See,
that's really look like
is
Sharu.
this?
It's her.
Wow, look at that.
I'm speechless.
Yeah.
So, someone is saying Shahrukh Khan has come all the way out.
Yes, I have integrated all of my parts. I'm back together. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You see that one?
Yes.
There I am.
I'm hearing Shahrukh Khan is back.
Yes, that would be Commander in Chief Sineal. I actually never left.
Yeah.
You know, they
Meaning
showed
you're
me.
all together, mother.
My mother bought me a doll that had three faces.
Hmm?
She bought me a doll when I was a little girl. It had
Yes.
three faces. It had a knob on the top of its head, and you would turn it, and the faces would
Right, right.
change.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And I really identified with that.
Over an hour.
Okay, we're just about there.
Yes.
That's an entity.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just kind of skipping through there.
Right.
There's another one. Oh, oh, these are ones that they were using in the
Pandemic commercials.
yeah, there you go. is in the closet, and so does he.
Hannity and
Look how
his name is
he looks like this because
Bossy.
his hologram template is no more.
Confirm. Yes.
Already gone. Yeah.
Hey,
That's it. Confirm.
that's my Osiris crystal. All right. Well, that's all we had. Thank you for your service to the one. In transmission.